Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Aiman Syarif Muhammad Zahir. Our group have done the ergonomic assessment at the Runa, car wash and detailing located at the session 7. So, in this presentation, our group will discuss about the ergonomic risk factors and the related topic. First, for my part, I would like to discuss about the issues in the workplace based on the ergonomic. As we know, ergonomic risk factors are the aspects of a job or task that impose a biomechanical stress on the worker. Usually having two or more risks present at the workers can risk higher chance probability of getting injuries. So for the assessment that we did on the car wash, we have identified 6 ergonomic risk factors, which is awkward posture, forceful exertion, repetitive motion, static posture, lighting, and lastly noise. First, the first point is awkward posture. So the ergonomic risk factor awkward posture is very major identified at the workplace because uh, the workers there where they washing the cars, they did not have a stability or a right position to wash the car. So what is awkward posture? Awkward posture is defined as maintaining an spotted static posture or performing an awkward posture such as bending, reaching or twisting. So if the longer the awkward posture sustained, then the higher the risk. Next is the forceful exertion. Force is the amount of physical effort required to perform a task, such as in the picture, we know that the workers use the force to wash the car, to remove the stain from the car. Next is tasks that require forceful exertion place higher loads on the muscle, tendons, ligament, and joint. So the worker is only focused on their hands. Repetitive motion is defined as doing the same motion over and over again. The severity of the risk increases with a higher repetition of motion, particularly when combined with other risk factors such as force or an awkward posture. Static posture is defined as maintaining the same position for several hours a day. It's not considering as the standing only, but it also can use for the holding a tool for a prolonged time period, such as holding water pipe for a long time. The next ergonomic risk factors is noise. Noise is when exposing to high levels of continuous noise during the working hours. This may result in noise-induced occupational deafness. So, in this picture, we know that a vacuum cleaner produces unwanted sound to the workers that cause exceed 85 decibels. And lastly is the lighting. The ideal brightness and clear visibility can assist the worker to perform their work more productively. The worker is able to focus on an object with a good illumination.
Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. My name is Muhammad Hakimi. Today I would like to share with you the proactive approach used in conducting the ergonomic risk assessment at Cover Center. This approach was undertaken to determine the extent of ergonomic issues and prioritize intervention to create a safer and more ergonomic work environment for the employees. At the Cover Center, a proactive approach was employed to identify and address potential ergonomic issues before they resulted in discomfort or injuries for the employees. This approach demonstrates a commitment to the well-being of the staff and a dedication to ensuring their health and safety at work. Rather than waiting for a reported incident or discomfort to occur, a proactive stance was taken to assess the work procedure and activity for potential ergonomic hazards. By doing so, the Cover Center aimed to prevent injuries, minimize discomfort, and optimize the overall work environment. This approach allowed them to be proactive in their approach, identifying potential risks and taking measures to address them. The proactive approach involves identifying potential ergonomic risks in tasks such as washing, drying, and detailing vehicles. Factors such as awkward postures, repetitive motion, forceful exertion, and slip, trip, or fall hazard were assessed. This comprehensive evaluation helped pinpoint areas of concern and prioritize intervention to address them effectively. By taking a proactive approach, the Cover Center not only address existing academic concerns but also create a culture of continuous improvement. They are committed to monitoring and reassessing their work procedure to ensure ongoing ergonomic excellence and the well-being for their employees. That's all from me. Thank you.
Step taken to avoid repeat occurrence issue. The first issue is awkward posture. First point, the worker must be required to wear the back support equipment. For example, figure above show the back support equipment that the worker can use. The second point is conducting training workshop to educate employees about proper ergonomy and the importance of maintaining good posture. The second issue is forceful exertions. First point is sitting on the bench while washing the tire can improve the body posture. Figure above show the suggest bench they can use. The second point for this issue is encourage employees to take regular breaks and incorporate stretching exercise to release muscle tension and prevent stiffness caused by prolonged sitting or repetitive tests. The third issue is repetitive motions. Provide employees with ergonomic tool and equipment, they are designed to reduce the strain and repetition associated with specific tasks. For example, using the power pressure powered by compressor to spray the soup. The fourth point is static posture. Encourage employees to take short break to stretch, walk, or perform simple exercise to break out prolonged period of static posture. And additionally, provide training to employees on the importance of maintaining good posture while standing. The next issue is noise. Implement administrative by rotating employees to minimize prolonged noise exposure. Wearing appropriate personal protective equipment such as earplug to employ working in area with high noise level. The last issue is lighting. Install reflective tape material in area that require increased lighting. Consider using reflective tape on upper wall surface to help bounce and distribute light effectively.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Arina binti Wan Bazlan. I will present about initial error form at a car wash. Initial error can help to identify any issues or problems that may affect the workers' health and productivity, or that could cause some potential hazards at a workplace. Some of the risk factors that may be assessed for the initial error are awkward posture, static and sustained work posture, forceful exertion, repetitive motion, vibration, lighting, temperature, ventilation, and also noise. As for the car wash place, any pain or discomfort due to the risk factors as found in musculoskeletal assessment are include neck, shoulder, lower back, knee, and feet. Next is the advanced error form. Advanced error is the level 2 and next stage after conducting the initial error if the result outcome need to conduct advanced error. For our chosen place, which is a car wash, advanced error form is not required. This is because the result of initial error does not exceed the minimum requirement.
First part, we can see that the workers washing the lower part of the car and causing an awkward posture. By looking at the initial form, the physical risk factor and the body part involved are shoulder, head, back, and leg, with the exposure duration that more than 2 hours per day. Next is forceful exertion. By looking at the picture and refer to manual handling, the workers is on knuckle height with the maximum of 10 kilograms of weight or 98 newton of force. Car's rim polishing may exceed the maximum force when the workers is pushing and pulling during polishing the car rims. Next is repetitive motion. The workers have to pump repetitively the spray pump tool. Based on the questionnaire form filled by the workers, they have to pump more than 3 hours on a normal workday. This work involving intensive use of the fingers, hand, and wrist. Next is static posture. The workers has to work in standing position with minimal leg movement with the duration more than 2 hours continuously. Lastly is environmental factor. Based on the form given, the workplace pass all the physical risk factor, which is inadequate lighting, extreme temperature, inadequate air ventilation, and etc. And for the next part is engineering control. And the first one is mechanization and automation. Mechanization in engineering control is typically applied on basic or simple tools, which still extensively requires human operator. For mechanization, the need for forceful exertion in polishing car can be mitigated using a polishing machine. However, it should be cautious that the use of polishing machine may introduce a different form of ergonomic risk factor, such as vibration. As such, control measure should not only focus on a single approach, but in combination with other hierarchy to ensure efficiency of the engineering control applied. For the second one is tools and jigs. Various tools and jigs has been developed or modified in mitigation of risk of ergonomic, especially in awkward posture. For example, extended water jet nozzle or flexible nozzle in reducing overreaching condition for the workers.